Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. I know I'm a little late to the party with this whole FRT thing, but I've seen hundreds of videos on the interwebs and you guys have asked me questions, and so I have one now. Now this is a Bore Buddy upper. This is their light upper. This is a really good 22 long rifle upper for if you have an AR-15 lower. They sell magazines, so if you want to have a dedicated 22 long rifle upper and you want to put it on a regular AR-15 lower, you can do that. These magazines fit great, and so do the CMMG magazines. I'm going to be shooting a little bit of both today. But inside of here, I've got a rare breed FRT trigger, and to this point in that I'm making this video, this is the only trigger that FRT trigger that the ATF has approved. I know there's a lot of different triggers out there, but this is the only one that they've approved, and you know, I want to do everything legal and stay within my means, especially doing videos like this. So I went with the rare breed FRT trigger, and their trigger is patent pending, so I don't have anything to worry about that. Now this Bore Buddy upper, it has a Bore Buddy bolt and a trip kit, and what the trip kit allows you to do, it rides on top of the bolt, and that is the part that actually force resets the trigger each and every time. So if you buy an upper like this and a Bore Buddy bolt and an FRT, it will not work unless you have a trip kit. So got some magazines loaded up here with just some CCI standard. Let's do some shooting. That's 25 rounds pretty quick. Now I will tell you, I am pulling the trigger each and every time. This is not full burst. So this goes fine within YouTube's terms and conditions and everything else that I'm showing in this video. But if you think you're going to buy this upper and this trigger and a trip kit and a bolt and put it in your gun and go to the range and shoot like that, no. I'm just being honest with you guys. There's a lot of tuning that goes on inside of here. You've got to tune that trip kit just perfect. In the bolt, there's different weights in that bolt that you can put in there or take out to make the bolt heavier or lighter, because the last thing that you want is bolt bounce. You start getting bolt bounce, the firearm is going to start messing up. So this firearm, believe it or not, is really accurate also, and I'm just going to fire it in single mode here, and there's a 4-inch plate out there at 100. Let me see if I can hit it a few times. Right there. Right there. This firearm is extremely accurate, and this upper is really, really well made. Okay, I'm out. So with these magazines and also with your Bore Buddy magazines, the firearm does lock back on the last shot. So, all right, let's get some more here. Let's do a little bit more shooting. That just makes me giggle, makes me smile. All right. All right, see, this is what I'm talking about. I got a little bit of a bolt bounce there, and it didn't cycle. But this firearm works 90% in that mode 100% of the time. All right, I just loaded some magazines off camera. I guess that's the bad thing about, or bad and good thing, when you own something like this, you shoot a lot of ammunition and you shoot it pretty quick. But let's shoot it a few more times, and we're going to do a little bit more talking about it. So, all right, what can I go here? Let's go on the musical targets here. And I like shooting it in kind of like controlled burst. All right. Sometimes this is what I'm talking about. You get that little bit of bolt bounce. There we go. Sometimes the magazines are finicky. I've noticed with these CMMG magazines that the spring is very light, and when you're shooting the rate of fire that I'm shooting at, the Bore Buddy magazines have a much stiffer spring in them, so it allows that round to get up there into that chamber pretty quick. But yeah, Bore Buddy upper, extremely light, very accurate, and the rare breed trigger. And again, I will tell you guys, if you like tinkering with firearms, okay, and you want to get one of these to run and run properly, you can do it. It's going to take a little time. It's going to take some ammo. I think my cameraman and I have about 6 hours in tuning this bolt correctly and tuning this firearm correctly to allow it to shoot with the FRT. Yes, it took about 6 hours of our time to figure this out, but I guarantee you, if I bought the exact same setup again, I could probably have it done in less than an hour now that I know how to do it. Some of you could probably get lucky and it would only take you, 30 minutes, but with the ammo that I wanted to shoot, I had to set it up a certain way. Now, if you're gonna be shooting stuff like mini mags or some subsonics, you're gonna have to tune that bolt a different way. You're gonna have to add weights, take weights out, go with different springs. And Bore Buddy has all of that stuff on their website to make exactly this firearm. So I'm gonna shoot a few more times and we're gonna close out with a smile on my face because shooting something like this is pretty fun. Oh my word. All right, let's go on the prairie dog right there. And the great thing about 22 long rifle, it is so controllable. I think that's all I can say about this video. If you're a plinker like me and you want to build something like this, go ahead and do it. It will take you a little time to tune it, and it took me probably about 500 to 600 rounds, but once it got tuned, it runs like a scalded dog. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep plinking.